Details are coming out that Anthony Davis is actually a fan of Luke Walton, but is that enough to convince the franchise not to move on from the head coach? And speaking of Luke Walton, Ramona Shelburne reveals that Luke has not spoken with Magic in weeks, since all the speculations of a coaching change has been floating around. What's going on, Fumble fam? It's your boy Chris, but you can also find me over on my YouTube channel, CK2K. But make sure you subscribe right here, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to like this video. Now, we all know about the craziness that surrounded the Lakers during the trade deadline in their attempts to acquire all-star big man Anthony Davis. But what a lot of people didn't know was AD was actually a fan of Luke Walton. The Lakers have been crawling their way to the finish line after most Laker fans believed with the signing of LeBron James, the team was destined for playoff greatness. But here we are in April, and it is the polar opposite of that. And it seems like the guy taking most of the blame has been head coach Luke Walton. It has been reported months ago that LeBron's team was against him, and it also seemed like he lost some of his players throughout the season. But a guy who tried to force his way to the LA squad was all about Luke Walton and what he had to offer as a coach. The Lakers received back channel information that AD in fact liked Walton, and that helped relieve pressure on the head coach. Although the odds are very, very low that Luke will be the coach of the Lakers next season, it does seem like now he should be a bit more safe of any quick decisions to be fired if the Lakers still intend on trading the house for Anthony Davis. Now, like I said in the last video though, it does not seem very likely Anthony Davis will suit up with the purple and gold next season. Not to any real fault of the Lakers, but out of spite by the Pelicans, so Luke still may not be so safe. Rumors are already circulating that the Lakers are interested in a lot of known coaching choices like Jason Kidd or LeBron's old coach and ex-Laker Ty Lue, as well as Mark Jackson. Although it's nice to know that there was this very tiny positive in this whole trade deadline debacle, there was still a very obvious negative. The younger players losing trust in their fearless leader, LeBron James. To no one's surprise, LeBron was heavy on the idea of making a move for another all-star, and before any real trade talks began for Anthony Davis, LeBron was asked if he'd like to play with AD, and he answered as anybody would, of course. Then the conversation between New Orleans and Los Angeles started to heat up, which ultimately turned into the Lakers offering the entire young core for AD, and as we all know, that fell through. After the deadline, the team seemed lost when the production continued to go down, and it seemed like the trade talks were still looming over the players' heads, and we have come to find out that it really did. Bill Orm of The Athletic took a deeper dive on the overall psyche of the young Lakers around this time, and he wrote, "The Lakers' reported trade talks loomed over the team's roster. Virtually every member of the young core had been linked to the trade for Anthony Davis, as had veterans Rondo and Beasley. A schism developed in the locker room. Sources around the team said it was apparent that the young players no longer trusted James, believing he was operating behind the scenes to get them traded to New Orleans." Well, this comes to the surprise of absolutely no one. A lot of the negatives this season outside of injuries seem to have a sort of connection to LeBron, but I still don't believe LeBron is completely at fault, but he is at some fault for sure. I will give Bron credit, as it may seem like some damage control, he has been lately speaking highly of his younger teammates, which seems to be restoring the chemistry of the Los Angeles Lakers. From Bron backing Lonzo in his latest family issues to the words of confidence to the surging Brandon Ingram around the time his shoulder injury was diagnosed. But not all is well in La La Land just yet. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne reported today on The Jump that Magic Johnson and Luke Walton have not spoken for weeks, and yeah, that cannot be good. So it goes without saying that this offseason is going to be important for this Lakers organization in so many different ways, from the front office to the players. But I'm going to leave this one to y'all. Do you guys see the Lakers turning this thing around in the offseason, whether it be signing a new coach or bringing in a top caliber free agent? Let me know in the comments below. It's been your boy Chris all day. I'll see you guys next week. Y'all be blessed. Have a good one. I'm out.